Hey guys, welcome to day 113 of the Bible in a Year plan. Today we will be reading Proverbs 8 through 10, Romans 12, and Psalm 144. If you need to read more about this plan, visit the High Quality Gospel website with the link in the description of the episode and the podcast. Please leave a like and follow the podcast to stay up to date with new episodes. Now, let's begin with reading Proverbs 8. Doesn't wisdom call out? Doesn't understanding make her voice heard? At the heights overlooking the road, at the crossroads she takes her stand. Beside the gates leading into the city, at the main entrance she cries out. People, I call out to you. My cry is to the children of Adam. Learn to be shrewd, you who are inexperienced. Develop common sense, you who are foolish. Listen, for I speak of noble things, and what my lips say is right. For my mouth tells the truth, and wickedness is detestable to my lips. All the words from my mouth are righteous. None of them are deceptive or perverse. All of them are clear to the perspective, and right to those who discover knowledge. Accept my instruction instead of silver, and knowledge rather than pure gold. For wisdom is better than jewels, and nothing desirable can equal it. I, wisdom, share a home with shrewdness, and have knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate arrogant pride, evil conduct, and perverse speech. I possess good advice and sound wisdom. I have understanding and strength. It is by me that kings reign, and rulers enact just law. By me princes lead, as do nobles and all righteous judges. I love those who love me, and those who search for me find me. With me are riches and honor, lasting wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than solid gold, and my harvest better than pure silver. I walk in the ways of righteousness, along the paths of justice, giving wealth as an inheritance to those who love me, and filling their treasures. The Lord acquired of me at the beginning of his creation, before his works of long ago. I was formed before ancient times, from the beginning, before the earth began. I was born when there were no watery depths, and no springs filled with water. Before the mountains were established, prior to the hills, I was given birth. Before he made the land, the fields, or the first soil on earth. I was there when he established the heavens, when he laid out the horizon on the surface of the ocean, when he placed the skies above, when the mountains of the ocean gushed out, when he set a limit for the sea, so that the waters would not violate his command. When he laid out the foundations of the earth, I was a skilled craftsman beside him. I was his delight every day, always rejoicing before him. I was rejoicing in the uninhabited world, delighting in the children of Adam. And now, sons, listen to me. Those who keep my ways are happy. Listen to instruction and be wise. Don't ignore it. Anyone who listens to me is happy, watching at my doors every day, waiting by the posts of my doorway. For the one who finds me finds life, and obtains favor from the Lord. But the one who misses me harms himself. All who hate me love death. Wisdom was her built house. She has carved out her 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat. She has mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has not sent out her female servants. She calls out from the highest points of the city. Whoever is inexperienced, enter here. The one who lacks sense, she says, come, eat my bread, and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave inexperience behind, and you will live. Pursue the way of understanding. The one who corrects a mocker will bring abuse on himself. The one who rebukes the wicked will get hurt. Don't rebuke a mocker, or he will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and he will love you. Instruct the wise, and he will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and he will learn more. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For by me your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise for your own benefit. If you mock, you alone will bear the consequences. Folly is a rowdy woman. She is gullible and knows nothing. She sits by the doorway of her house, on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling to those who pass by, who go straight ahead on their paths. Whoever is inexperienced, enter here. To the one who lacks sense, she says, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten secretly is tasty. But he doesn't know that the departed spirits are there, that her guests are in the depths of Sheol. Solomon's Proverbs. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son heartache to his mother. Ill-gotten gains do not profit anyone, but righteousness rescues from death. The Lord will not let the righteous go hungry, but he denies the wicked that they crave. Idle hands make one poor, but diligent hands bringing riches. The son who gathers during summer is prudent. The son who sleeps during harvest is disgraceful. Blessings are those on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Remembrance of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. A wise heart accepts commands, but foolish lips will be destroyed. The one who lives with integrity lives securely, but whoever perverts his ways will be found out. A sly wink of the eye causes grief, and foolish lips will be destroyed. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up conflicts, but love covers all offenses. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the lack of the one who lacks sense. The wise store up knowledge, but the mouth of the fool hastens destruction. The wealth of the rich is a fortified city, the poverty of the poor is their destruction. The reward of the righteous life, the wages of the wicked is punishment. The one who follows instruction is on the path to life, but the one who rejects correction goes astray. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever spreads slander is a fool. When there are many words, sin is unavoidable, but the one who controls his lips is prudent. The tongue of the righteous is pure silver, the heart of the wicked is of little value. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The Lord's blessings enriches, and he adds no painful effort to it. As shameful conduct is pure pleasure for a fool, so wisdom is for a person of understanding. What the wicked dreads will come to him, but what the righteous desire will be given to them. When the whirlwind passes, the wicked are no more, but the righteous are secure forever. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so the slacker is to the one who sends him on an errand. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The hope of the righteous is joy, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of the Lord is a stronghold for the honorable, but destruction awaits evildoers. The righteous will never be shaken, but the wicked will not remain on the earth. The mouth of the righteous produces wisdom, but a perverse tongue will be cut out. The lips of the righteous will know what is appropriate, but the mouth of the wicked only what is perverse. Now we read Romans 12. Therefore, brothers and sisters, in view of the mercies of God, I urge you to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true worship. Do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. For by the grace given to me, I tell everyone among you not to think of himself more highly than he should think. Instead, think sensibly, as God has distributed a measure of faith to each one. Now as we have many parts in one body, and all the parts do not have the same function, in the same way we who are many are one body in Christ, and individually members of one another. According to the grace given to us, we have different gifts. If prophecy, use it according to the proportion of one's faith. If service, use it in service. If teaching, in teaching. If exhorting, in exhortation. Giving with generosity, leading with diligence, showing mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without hypocrisy. Detest evil. Cling to what is good. Love one another deeply, as brothers and sisters. Take the lead in honoring one another. Do not lack diligence and zeal. Be fervent in the Spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be persistent in prayer. Share with the saints in their needs. Pursue hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud. Instead, associate with the humble. Do not be wise in your own estimation. Do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful thought to what is honorable in everyone's eyes. If possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Friends, do not avenge yourselves. Instead, leave room for God's wrath, because it is written, "Vengeance belongs to me, I will repay," says the Lord. But if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink, for in doing so you will be a heaping fiery coals on his head. Do not be conquered by evil, but conquer evil with good. Now we read Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for battle and my fingers for warfare. He is my faithful love and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer. He is my shield, and I take refuge in him. He subdues my people under me. Lord, what is a human that you care for him? A son of man, what you think of him? A human is like a breath. His days are passing shadow. Lord, part your heavens and come down. Touch the mountains and they will smoke. Flash your lightning and scatter the foe. Shoot your arrows and rout them. Reach down from on high. Rescue me from the deep water and set me free from the grasp of foreigners, whose mouths speak lies, whose right hands are deceptive. God, I will sing a new song to you. I will play a 10-string harp for you, the one who gives victories to kings, who frees his servant David from the deadly sword. Set me free and rescue me from foreigners, whose mouths speak lies, whose right hands are deceptive. Then our sons will be like plants, nurtured in their youth, our daughters like corner pillars that are carved in the palace style. Our storehouses will be full, supplying all kinds of produce. Our flocks will increase by thousands and tens of thousands in our open fields. Our cattle will be well fed. There will be no breach in the walls, no going into captivity, and no cry of lament in our public squares. Happy are the people with such blessings. Happy are the people whose God is the Lord. On day 112, we read of laziness and other reasons to have the protection of wisdom. In Romans, Paul explains the rejection of Israel and the salvation of the Gentiles. Today in Proverbs, we see a passage personifying wisdom. And so wisdom is calling out to the people, encouraging them to discern from good and evil. Wisdom encourages shrewdness, truth-telling, and is against wickedness. It says to fear God and to hate evil, pride, and perverse speech. Wisdom allows the leaders to lead and lead righteously. But it won't just come to us. It must be sought after and found. It won't just happen. You are the one who has to pursue it. You're the one who has to learn it. You're the one that has to ask for it. Again, it will not just happen. Even Solomon, who was gifted wisdom, asked for it because that's what he desired. And so we should change our desires from the evil things to wisdom, to discernment. Wisdom produces good fruits in our lives that others can share. God is wisdom. He defines wisdom and gives us wisdom in discernment. He puts wisdom into the earth through his creation. If we seek wisdom, then we seek God. We seek goodness, and we seek life. Wisdom is personified as giving a feast for the wise and foolish. Wisdom invites the foolish to listen and learn, while the already wise can learn even more. Some will mock, but they have rejected wisdom and will never learn. Some will not follow the wisdom, but follow folly instead. But those who follow folly are liars and thieves, and have refused the wisdom of God. In chapter 10, we see various numbers of short proverbs from Solomon, and I will not go through each one, but choose your favorites. Which ones speak to you the most? Maybe you like the proverbs that remind you of yourself and the wisdom you need. Proverbs like these are easy to remember, so make it a mission to remember some of them by heart. Are these proverbs not helpful? If we keep these words in our heart, then we are choosing to keep wisdom in our hearts. Remember these words. You may need them. Someone else may need them. It doesn't matter, but there will be a time where you are faced with folly. And if you choose to not keep these words in your heart, you may decide to follow folly. In Romans, we move away from the arguments for righteousness by faith and Israel's rejection of Christ, and we move towards how we can live as a Christian, as a follower of Christ. First, we must be a living sacrifice. Our bodies and minds should be holy, blameless, and pleasing to God. Just think about what a sacrifice is supposed to look like. Remind yourself of the list of sacrifices and how intricate they were, how important they were in the Old Testament. Think of the exactness they had to be. They had to create the sacrifice in a certain way. The lamb had to be perfect, as an example. They had to give it in a specific way. Certain parts of the sacrifice could not be given. Some had to be given to the Levites. And so it's very intricate because there is a strict, defined type of sacrifice. You can't just sacrifice whatever you want to God. And so we need to be a living sacrifice, pleasing to God. If we desecrate ourselves, then we cannot be a sacrifice for God. So do not desecrate yourself. Do not treat yourself terribly. Make sure you do things that are pleasing to God. That's how we be a living sacrifice. We must live our lives doing what is pleasing to God. Because guess what? That's the hard way of doing life. Choosing goodness over evil. That is a much better sacrifice. Because you're sacrificing your desires. You're getting rid of your desires, your sinful desires. And you're choosing God above yourself. Not only that, but Paul also encourages to have discernment, the wisdom that Solomon writes about. Second, Paul talks about the church of Christians as being one body. But just as a body has different parts, so too does the church. We all have different talents and gifts, and we should use them. Some will not have the gift of teaching, so why make them teach? They may have the gift of prayer, so let them pray. They may have the gift of leading, so let them lead. Everyone cannot do everything. We must all have our own parts to play in the body of Christ. Third, Paul encourages us to live ethically. We must love one another and honor each other. He wants us to be zealous for Christ, fighting for Him and serve Him with all our might, having hope and patience. Be hospitable and rejoice. Vengeance is not ours to give, but God's. We should not seek vengeance on the earth, but instead promote kindness. We should fight evil with goodness. Lastly, in Psalm, we see a prayer of David. David praises God and humbles himself in this prayer, saying that humans should be nothing to God, for He is all-powerful. God has the power to strike down the enemies and protect those who are of God. And God can give blessings to His people. Thank you for joining in the reading and understanding of these chapters, and let us all be vigilant in continuing this reading. Please share, like, follow, or whatever you can do to help us reach more people with the Bible reading. Please also check out the High Quality Gospel website for more information and a couple of store items. Thank you, and keep learning.